Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to another video. So with just a few more weeks left for the Samsung event unveiling of the Samsung Galaxy S22 series, let's cover some leaks and rumors about what are the likely technical specifications, the model design, and just much more which are about to come. When I started off this channel, I said I would cover leaks and rumors, but I haven't been doing them. But now here we are with our first leaks and rumors video. So now before we get into this video, just want to say a disclaimer that I do not own the copyright or I did not make any of these pictures that I'm going to use in this video. So I'm going to use lots of pictures and renders. All those are found from the internet and they're made by render artists and not by me. So this is how the video is going to be today. Today the video is going to be split into two parts. The first part is for the S22 and S22 Plus, and the second half of the video will be for the S22 Ultra, specifically for that. That is because this time the S22 and the S22 Ultra are having totally different designs with totally different technical specifications, so those can't be made together and I've got to split them up. So the first half is going to be about S22 and the second half is going to be about S22 Ultra. So now let's get started into the video. So before taking a look at the technical specifications or the more accurate leaks, I would say, the more recent ones, let's take a look at some of the concepts which came out over the course of 1 year since the S21 released. So let's take a look at some of the concepts now. So as you can see here, this is the initial render that came out. Well, definitely this was probably, I think I saw this before. I think this was during when the S21 came out, this render was out. As you can see here, there's a very big camera at the top of the camera bump, and we have 4 small cameras with the flash in the middle. Well, even though this does look like a joke to me, I mean it does really look like a very silly render, but I actually like the fact that they have a really huge camera lens at the top. So if this was supposed to be true, then the rear camera would really have a very big bump, but of course this was definitely not the. And now this red color phone was the second render. So this came out pretty recently. I guess it came out like 2 to 3 months ago. I think there was a lot of debates about this on Twitter, about the camera hole there, especially because it's actually split into 2 parts. I think there's actually 4 or 5 cameras, I think, with a flash in the middle. Well, I guess I don't really mind this design, but yeah, this was another render. But these photos that you guys saw were actually renders that were made even before all the leaks came out. So they were all up to people's imaginations. But now, with the launch in a few more weeks, we have a few technical specifications leaks and a few design leaks which are actually accurate with solid evidences that have come up. So let's take a look at them. So with that, firstly, let's talk about the S22 and the S22 Plus. So here's a render made by SuperRoder, and as you can see here that the bezels of the S22 are actually thinner than the S21. They are just slightly thinner, but they definitely do make a difference in this picture. From this picture, it does look like it has a flat design too. The screen looks a little more flatter than the normal S21. I'm actually comparing it with my S21 now. It looks a little flatter, and the camera bump to me looks like, well, I don't know if it's just for the renders or the camera bump does get a little larger. And the S22 comes in 4 different colors: black, white, pink and green. Well, the first 3 colors are what the S21 also came with, but the green color is new. Well, the green does look a little darker, but we have to wait till we get the phone to see it. Oh, and I forgot to mention this, that the regular S22 and the S22 Plus do not come with S Pen. Well, there were some leaks suggesting that there will be S Pen. There is a S Pen coming out. I'll continue watching this video to know about where the S Pen is coming out, but for now, as per the leaks, the S Pen is not coming in the S22 and the S22 Plus. So now, let's take a look at the technical specification of these 2 phones. Okay, so firstly, the S22 comes in a 6.06 inches and the S22 Plus comes in a 6.55 inches. Well, these are very similar to the S21 and the S21 Plus, but the upgrade comes in the screen. Both the screen are said to be Full HD Plus AMOLED displays. Well, we all know that Samsung is really great at making displays, so we're going to see how these AMOLED displays work on these phones. And definitely both the phones, the S22 and the S22 Plus, are most probably coming with adaptive motion smoothness, just like the S21 series. Well, this was just my speculations alone. These were not backed up with any hard evidences. I tried searching them online, but there wasn't any hard evidences suggesting that this is it. So we might never know, we might just get 120Hz fixed. We don't really know about it. And the peak brightness of the S22 Plus is said to be 1750 nits, which is 450 nits higher than the S21 Plus display. And as for the RAM of these devices, the 128GB variant is said to be coming with 8GB of RAM, and the 256GB is said to be coming with 8 or 12GB of RAM. We are not really sure about it because I actually checked with multiple leak websites and they said that it's still not confirmed. So it might be 8GB of RAM or 12GB of RAM. We don't really know that for sure. And as for the camera of the devices, both the devices are said to come with a 32 megapixel front facing camera, a 50 megapixel rear camera, and a 12 megapixel telephoto camera with 2 times optical zooming. And yep, that is all that we have for the S21 and S21 Plus. The leaks aren't really that specific about the battery life and everything, but this was the information that I was able to gather. And now onto the Ultra. Here are some of the renders on the S22 Ultra. Here we go. So as you can see by this picture, the S22 Ultra is actually having individual camera bumps. Well, this is one, and there's another one also with this P-shaped cutout. This is the P-shaped cutout. Well, this was really disgusting, but of course this isn't here anymore. And now this is the final render. The one that you're seeing here is the final render. These are individual cutouts. This definitely does look way better than the P-shaped camera that we saw earlier on. When I first saw it on Twitter, I too was a bit really shocked because I definitely do not want my phone to have a P-shaped camera cutout. That would really be disgusting. And for those of you who don't know, leaks do suggest that the S22 comes with a S Pen built in. It was only in the Note series, but now it has been pushed to the S series. There's also another interesting information that the S Pen is color coded according to the color of the phone. That usually does happen with Samsung phones, but now merging Note and S series with color coded S Pens are really a great thing. They just make your phone more unique. And the phone is also said to adopt a Note-like design, the squared off edges with the more of a square design rather than the curved designs that we have now. The S Pen is also said to have a latency of 2.8 milliseconds. Oh, and as I was shooting this video, just received a notification and we have a new leak. Those are the colors. Till now I didn't have the colors. I was actually searching for the colors everywhere, but now we have the leak. So let's go take a look at it. So here are the pictures, and the phone actually comes in 4 colors: black, white, bronze and green. That's a good amount of colors, especially the bronze, as the bronze was last seen in the Note 9 if I'm not wrong, and now we are finally back with it. Okay, after taking a look at the colors of the S22 Ultra, now it's on to the technical specifications. So the screen is said to be a 6.8-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display, same as the S22 and the S22 Plus. We're having the same displays on all 3 now. And the phone is also said to come with 120Hz, and the phone is also said to come with 120Hz refresh rate with LTPO technology. 120Hz on a Samsung phone or on an Android phone is just normal. And the phone comes with a 5000 mAh battery, which is the same as the S21 Ultra, and it also supports 45 watts fast charging and 15 watts of wireless charging. And as for the storage of the Samsung S22 Ultra, it comes in 3 different variants. So firstly, the 128GB and the 256GB has 12GB of RAM, and the 512GB of storage has 16GB of RAM. Speaking of the storage and the RAM, I think that we might have a 1TB model with 20GB of RAM. Well, that is just my speculations. As for the camera of this phone comes with a 40 megapixel front-facing camera, and the rear camera is a 108 megapixel super clear lens main camera. Well, we don't really know what that means. Maybe it's a new type of technology of this camera. We don't really know that, but the name really sounds quite interesting for me. And it also has a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. And lastly, there's 2 10 megapixel telephoto sensors for 3 times and 10 times zoom respectively. So each of the lens works for different types of zooms. And the camera is also said to support 12-bit HDR video recording with auto frame rates. So the frame rates fluctuates according to what you're doing in this video. That is really huge claims. Well, those are not backed up by any evidence, but we gotta see. And as for the chipset in this phone, the phones in the UK are made with the Exynos 2200, which are Samsung's new homemade chips. And the chips in the rest of the world, outside of the UK, all the countries are actually going to be having the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. I've been hearing really huge claims about the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chips, so we gotta see and test them out when they're out here. So yeah guys, that's actually been it for these leaks and rumors. So of course, like I said at the start, I haven't been doing any leaks and rumors videos ever since I started the channel. Well, I did promise you guys that I'll make a leak and rumors videos, but I didn't, so really sorry for that. And yep, we are finally back with this because I was actually concentrating on a lot of retro tech videos. Really interesting content coming up for you guys, like I've been saying in a few of my videos now. Do stay tuned for that. And of course, other than that, we will definitely be reviewing the Samsung Galaxy S21 when it comes out. We will be doing the unboxing and we'll be doing a lot of real world testings to really see if this phone is worth for the money. Speaking about money, I forgot to mention this, that the S22 will be $100 higher than the S21 series. So that's like we are seeing it at around 1900 plus for the S22 Ultra. We're going to see when that comes out. We'll most probably be getting one. Hopefully they don't run out of stock, because the pre-order for Samsungs are really not very stable. If there's stock, we'll be getting one. So you want to see all that testing videos, all that unboxing, all that benchmarks and everything, do remember to click the subscribe button and do turn on notifications so that when my video pops up, you guys will have a notification too. Do remember to click the subscribe button and do remember to turn on the bell icon. With that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.